A happy morning to everyone present here. I welcome you all to the third day of the program, hands-on training to the students on learning English through e-platforms. I'm happy that you're all here with a lot of enthusiasm, which I can feel through the assignment that you have submitted yesterday, and also you were into the process of just making out a resume with the help of online making, and I also received many messages to clarify the doubts regarding that also. So happy about the yesterday's session, and I welcome you all to today's session on behalf of the management principal, teaching and non-teaching staff members of Shivasvi College, Erode. Dear students, my dear participants, I just want to tell simple lines on the importance of education in life first. See, education is a process of learning and knowing which is not restricted to our textbooks alone. It's a process and continues throughout our life. Even the regular happenings and events around us daily will educate us in one way or the other. So it would not be exaggeration if I tell you that human existence is fruitless without education. Because an educative person feels that he or she has the ability to change the world. She or he can brim with confidence and be assured that the decision making was correct. So, coming to the English speakers across the globe, I just want you to think what makes English so important as a language. Is it really worth putting all the time, effort, and energy into learning English? Well, let's consider how English fluency might impact our own life. Do you want more academic or career opportunities? Do you want to explore more culture and entertainment? Or do you just want to be able to communicate with people from all over the world? For all the categories that I have listed above, you can very well understand that English is an important language for all kind of professional and personal goals. Whether you're just starting out in English or you need some motivation to keep going, understanding the importance of language that will help you to reach fluency and change your life. Actually, we are into the process of that goal throughout all these 3 days, and you are here in the third day of the program. Here you have the keynote speaker from Congo Engineering College, Perundurai, Dr. S. Kantimati. Let me put a word across about herself here. She has 10 years of teaching experience, and she has published 8 international journals and 3 national journals and 6 international conferences. She has done a major research project, acted as a resource person at various institutions, including some states like Gujarat and Kerala in India. She has visited United States of America in 2010 and United Kingdom in 2017 on academic grounds, and she has also presented papers in Maharashtra and Karnataka. Currently, she is guiding one PhD scholar and acting as an editor and associate editor at various journals. We have such a passionate teacher here to just share her knowledge with you all and make you empower with the skills of English language by using the platforms that are available online. So she is here to take you to the session on the topic modern tools for learning language. I feel very happy in introducing her to you all and wishing you all a happy learning process today. I wish a good luck to all of you and thank you for all of you for your patient listening throughout the 2 days and wish you a good luck today also. Thank you all, and I invite Dr. S. Gandhimati take off the floor. Thank you all. And Dr. Kantimati ma'am, you can take it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes. Can you hear me, ma'am? Can you just see me?
Yeah, yes.
So good morning to everyone here. And I'm so happy to be associated with Vasavi College, especially with my college senior, Dr. Maithili ma'am. And she has given me a good platform to meet you all today. And I'm so happy that I've got a platform to meet you, not simply to meet you, but to share my own experience with you all guys, especially regarding modern tools for English language learning. And I just want to make something very clear here. Please do not consider this as a technical session or wherein you have to be so much passionate enough, restricting yourself, not moving here and there, and sitting in one place for a longer time, and waiting for somebody to talk, and you listening to somebody, and like that. No, please do not consider this as an official session. You know very well we are there online, and we are going to be just friends throughout the session, and we'll for the next 1 hour I want your interactive attention. So I think all of you do understand what is meant by interactive session or attention. And here I'm given the task of dealing with modern tools, and the other speaker has spoken to you already about speaking and a little bit on the other LSRW skills. I'm going to focus on reading, listening, plus writing, how tools could be used today. And before moving on, I tell you again, we are going to be the friends for the next 1 hour. And so I want your complete attention, okay, to be on this, regardless of all the other calls that you get online, especially for those people who are using mobile phones and all the other people who are just now joining, okay. So let me start my presentation. I've divided my presentation like this. First, I'll present all the things, whatever I wanted to convey. Then practically, I'll tell you how to use those tools. First, I'll list those tools one after the other. Then I'll be opening and showing you, especially the main tools, the major tools, and not every tool. And if you do not practice this hereafter, you can never get into any of your works hereafter. That means whatever you are going to focus here, or you are going to achieve here, or listen here, you are not going to utilize, definitely it will be of no use to you all guys in future, because whatever we say, we are attending lots of programs, okay, but the question now is, are we really making use of those sessions? And these are all digital tools, modern tools. Of course, they are very much available there online. But problem is we are not using them. We don't find time to use, and sometimes we do not know that there are such tools which will facilitate our learning English language, which is a foreign language to us. We know very well this is a foreign language. This is not our own language or mother tongue, that we all know. So we will have certain difficulties. So with this intro words, let me start my presentation. If you have any queries, or if you want to make any interaction or discussion, please, you're most welcome towards the end of the session, right? So let's start.
As the speaker is starting the presentation, I request Abbas to mute your video also, because it just brings down the quality of recording. Everyone mute your video. Thank you. You can just pin to Kantimati, S. Kantimati presenting. Again, I request
Yes,
Abbas to mute your video. Yes, Kantimati ma'am, you can proceed. Thank you.
Can I proceed with this, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So this is the topic of my presentation, as I said already. And usually whenever I do some sessions here, I used to put on this on my screen just for your glance. So I'm not going to talk anything about this already. Ma'am has introduced much on this particular aspect about me. And moving on to our agenda today. So these are what I'm going to focus on today. So the outline, I'm going to first give you objectives, then learning English language, modern tools, writing tools, tongue twisters, in order to avoid some boredom in you. I've added this particular part specially for you guys. And last one, websites and other platforms. Okay. Uh, so this is these are the two objectives. What I'm going to focus on. First, I would like to enlighten you on the modern tools available for English language learning. Then I would like to facilitate, making easy the effective writing skills in English in you guys. These are the two objectives. So at the end of the session, I want every one of you to check if these objectives are met or not. Okay. And starting with learning English language in general, I've shared here some of the practical tips used in order to make anyone, even a beginner in English, to learn English. These are taken from my personal experience and from the experience of our own students or whoever I have met so far. And please do not consider as words which are taken from anywhere, internet or anything that you like. Okay. So first of all, you start listening to English news channels like ABC. ABC is a news channel that is being, ABC News is broadcast from Newark, United States of America. You may wonder why I suddenly ask you to listen to ABC. See, ABC is very simple in its language, in its approach, in delivery of contents. BBC, we have been using for long earlier. It was readily available through cable operator or television channels, but now it is limited. But BBC has a high-feel language which will be much difficult for beginners or for people who are there at the middle level, intermediate level. And that's why I said, whenever there is a time, okay, whenever you feel relaxed lying down, please, all of us use mobile phones with internets. That's how we get connected these days, especially these lockdown days. So I just want you to go for a live ABC News, just 20 minutes how still people are using language and how easily you can achieve the same language, which is a foreign language. And secondly, what the mistake, the big mistake that we all think. See, I understand that there are final year UG students and first year and second year PG students, okay, of different levels. But still, I have to start with a scratch. Only then those who have not yet still improved in terms of performance, in terms of exposure to the language skills, can acquire language. I know that you have already been into learning language, I'm sure, but still you may understand why I'm starting with the basics. Yes, there are people, you may get 100 marks in English subject paper, but are you good at talking in English or speaking in English? Okay, that it is not much. So this is the major fault that we all of us do, okay? Especially those students who hail from mother tongue medium of English in school days. The thing is, they start thinking in Tamil because they are new to English, using English language. So they start thinking in Tamil, then they try to catch up some words which are similar in meaning to those words in Tamil. They're finding some equivalent English words, very simple, okay? And they try to translate that. They are doing double process. They have some meaning in Tamil. They try to translate that into English. Then they present in English. So what happens automatically, you will have some term called Danglish. It is English, but the construction of sentences, organization of ideas will always be only in or will be similar to Tamil. You know that Tamil is a verb ending language, whereas English has verbs at the middle. English does not end with verbs whereas Tamil ends with verb. It's a verb ending language. So automatically the construction of sentences goes strong. And so that's what I tell you. Start, whether it is good or bad, whether it is faulty or right or wrong, start thinking only in English, then start speaking and writing. And next is start translating the contents in Tamil into English. Okay, you can take a small newspaper in Tamil or any textbook in Tamil. If you don't like, you can listen to Tamil news channel and start translating that. Yes, it is going to be very difficult. You start writing, translating that into English every day. Just today you translate, tomorrow you check whether what you have translated is correct, leave it apart, leave it aside. After 1 week, you start checking the same translation what you are doing today and check how many mistakes you have done. You can correct your own language. You need not have anybody else to come and tell you, please do correct these corrections in English. You can start enhancing your own English. The problem is we don't go back to what we did earlier. That we have to adopt. And next is talk to your friends only in English. I know very well. Yes, we have seen many students. We used to advise lots of students that you have to talk only in English to your friends inside the college. But this is not happening. The reason is that your friends start, talking to you back, saying, "Oh, this guy, an English guy, says." Or he feels, or he behaves like an English guy. He does he does speak in English as if he's going to a foreign country. So all those comments you need to drop in. If you want to really achieve English, you have to talk in English, and your friends are the best ever platforms through whom you can improve your English language. And last one, you should understand that there is a big difference between receptive and productive skills. You all must have known what is meant by LSRW. L for listening, S for speaking, R for reading, and W for writing. So what do you mean by receptive and productive? Okay, reception. What do you mean by reception? Receiving. So receptive means the two skills that are, you can divide these four skills like LSRW into two skills like listening, right, as a receptive skill, then reading as a receptive skill. Why listening and reading are receptive skills? Because there you are receiving information. Now also you are involved in the process of reception of ideas. I share my experience, you are receiving. So you are utilizing your receptive skills in English. Okay, you are acquiring. And second one is productive skills. See, productive skills, you are using language to produce contents in English. Yes. So first you receive, you observe, you absorb what is there. Then you start producing sentences in English. That should be the best ever strategy that you can adopt to improve your language skills. Okay. And I hope that this should have given you a small highlighting of what you have to do to improve your English language skills. Now, let's move on. So to be very specific, how to improve speaking? These are again practical tips. How to improve writing skills. The first one, to improve your speaking, you tape record your own speech and play it and find out your own mistakes. It will be a joke when I say, but you have to really understand what is your level of language in speaking. See, without speaking, you cannot survive in this world. Without speaking, you must not have noticed that there was a program like this. Without speaking, you should not have learned how to operate a mobile phone. Yes. So for that, in order to improve your language skills, start speaking and you tape record. So in order to, so when you are acquiring, so even if you are an advanced learner, we want to check what is your level of language or what else should you have to do to improve. Please tape record whatever you speak and play it back. And second one will be very interesting to you. Talk in front of mirror. See, when I give this technique, you should not go tell your parents. There was a session handler, a keynote speaker who said that I should talk in front of mirror in English to improve my English language. Don't go do like this. So you should be very cautious. But when no one is around, see, if you simply go and stand in front of a mirror and talk in English, all your parents and elders will get shocked. Oh, the person is talking alone. Something has gone wrong with my child. They'll think like that. Okay. So please be cautious. Whatever I say, I also give you the exceptions. Okay. And third one, listen to native speakers' speech and repeat along with them. Yes, we have lots of online networks available like Facebook, you have YouTube, wherein you can download or just listen online to the speeches of native speakers from Western countries, especially United Kingdom and US, whose English we are using much. And you can repeat along with them. If you really want to imitate, or if you really want to pronounce or say words properly, right? Utter words properly. That's what we call pronunciation. If you want to really learn the pronunciation, please listen to native speakers and their speech, and every word, whatever they utter, you repeat along with them. Okay. And again, to improve writing skills, I told you already. You write today, after 2 days, you revise. After 10 days, you read it on your own and revise. And finally, after 2 weeks, you give it to someone else and then ask them to check. And next, exchange your writing with your friends and ask them to give comments. Please, after 2 weeks, give your writing. Even there are online tools available to write. You need not show your handwritten paper by making a photocopy of it or scanning it. Okay, write them, share it with your friend, and ask them to give comment regarding your language. And last one, very important. See, whatever words I put in here in these slides are given not simply for you to take up, okay? They are taken from different real-time sources. So that's what. So revise your writing at regular intervals. This particular last technique is much useful even for people who are doing PhD. Today I will write something, but after 1 month I'll feel that my writing is not good. So what you have to do, you have to revise it at regular intervals. Okay, I can find my own mistakes if I start correcting it after 1 month. Okay, and moving on to the next one, modern tools. Now we are moving on to the core area, modern tools available for using or learning English language. The first tool that I want to show you is repeat after us. This is for listening. I'll show you real time because jumping from slide to network, the website, web links will take some time. So I'll first finish up my presentations in the same order. I'll show you the important tools alone, how to use them. Okay, repeatafterus.com. This is the link. You can even make a note of it. If you just give it in Google, it will come. Here, the contents like poetry, drama, prose, fiction, prose, non-fiction are all there. And it also has levels, right? Like for beginners, for intermediate students, students who have already acquired a bit of language, and advanced learners who have already been deeper into language. That is called advanced. So all these levels of videos are there. You can just download, especially you can say audio clips, not videos. You can see, because some people, what happens is when we say videos, you just go on to video and you enjoy the screen rather than capturing the voice contents. Okay, and you can download the audio clips from this and you can listen. There are different authors whose works are given on all these aspects like poetry, drama, prose, maybe you can say fiction, non-fiction. And all those authors are alphabetically arranged like A, B, C. Maybe you want to go for Stephen. Stephen, click on Steve, yes, and you will be dragged on or moved on to all people who are with S. Then you can choose Stephen. So repeat after us. Listen. This is again the best platform. You listen to the audio clip, right? Then you repeat after the clip. Every word you start repeating. Definitely, if you continue this practice for 2 weeks, on the third week, you will have a big change. But only thing is, you have to regularly repeat at least for 20 minutes a day. After 2 weeks, definitely you will have major change in your way of speaking and writing. Because every day you're listening and you're repeating, your pronunciation is getting improved. You're rolling your tongue. You're using your speech organs, which are mouth organs, and you're uttering certain sounds. You're also getting new information. You're also listening to what other people, so that listening easily registers the contents in our brain that we cannot deny. So you can think, when you produce language, you can definitely have all those words in your language path. Okay. So first tool, what we have seen for listening is repeat after us. Let me move on to the next one, speaking and listening tools. So there is a tool called booktrack.com. You can listen to audios. Yes. And second one, podcasting or digital voice recording. I'll show you later. Vocaro. Vocaro is a digital voice recording, online recording link or a tool which you can use in order to record your voice and check it. You need not go for even tape recorder. So we are in modern world, a digital world. You need not go back to your tape recorders. Yes, there is an online tool available. Can very readily make use of it, record your voice and share it to your friend and ask the person to listen. Okay, so it will be quite interesting, to listen to your own voice being played online. So that will increase your interest rate of listening to different videos or audios. Okay. Third one, you can use for both speaking and listening these. Okay. Think Link. Think Link again. Here I told you there are certain online tools wherein you can take or share some notes. Notes means, as during regular lectures in the classroom, we are taking up a notebook and writing notes. You are using ThingLink. You can write or share notes or save notes. You are not going to write actually. You are going to share the existing notes on real world spaces, situations, and artifacts. They are already very clearly defined. Okay, can share those notes online and you can learn. So in this slide, we have seen 3 different tools. Okay, and next one, Bayon. You can record your voice and upload MP3 voice anywhere. Okay, and you can check back Bayon.com. You also have AudioPaul. AudioPaul, you can even use your mobile phone to record your a message or using mic. And in this AudioPaul tool, AudioPaul.com, you can all please make a note of these tools, okay, especially web links, starting with HTTP, right? Use text to actually this particular AudioPaul tool uses text to speech conversion technology. So when there is a text, it will actually convert into speech. Even in our own laptop, you have lots of screen readers available, different versions you have, right? You have even in your own, especially recent advanced laptops, you have screen reader. You need not do anything, just move your cursor, right? It will read the screen. Likewise, so whatever the text is there, it will give the output in terms of speech. That technology is available. But problem here with this tool is you have to sign up. As you're creating a username and a password, you have to sign up here, by creating a username and password. Only then you are allowed to use. Okay. And moving on to the next. So just to avoid monotonous talk, I have given you something, right? This you can read. I think I need not read. Or if you want me to read, I'll do. Only when you explore your talents, you become successful. So as all of us have talents, so we are not born genius. We are not born good in English. English is learned. English is acquired. Rather than acquiring, you can say English is learned. If you learned using the right sense or in the right path, you will definitely not lose good track of using native like English. You can use a better native like English. See, we Indians are so much known for using native like English than even the native speakers because we are systematic in our language. Okay. And next is writing tools. So hereafter, I'm going to focus specifically on writing tools. Tools for writing. The first one is Grammarly. This tool, online tool, this is an open source tool. I think in computer terminology, we call it an open source tool, wherein you can go there. Maybe if you want to check only a few contents, you start writing. Okay, maybe I give you a topic. Say write a paragraph on the unforgettable, the most unforgettable moment in your life. Write a paragraph on the most unforgettable moment in your life. You can just open a Word document, type your paragraph. Then, if you do not know whether your sentences are correct or whether you have used grammar correctly, please go to that grammarly.com. So, this grammarly.com is used not only by you guys, by everyone, not only by people who are learning language, but also by people who are writing some articles in their own areas. People from CSC, people from mechanical field, people from civil background, all of them are using this online tool in order to correct the mistakes online in their sentences or paragraphs. So this is the most important tool, I tell you, to used by most of the, especially even research scholars, MPhil scholars, PhD scholars, not only in the field of English, as I said, but in every field of study. Okay, so grammarly.com, that you can use. And next is Hemingway Editor. This is to correct your writing, hemingwayapp.com. You just again paste the same over there, the paragraph over there using this tool or in this app. It will correct your mistakes, or you can check which are the mistakes, it will highlight you. Third one, Cliche Finder. Cliche Finder, what is a cliche? So we'll generally say something outdated or won't use a word or a jargon, whatever you call it, something you don't want or a repeated word. So you are writing. There are some people who will always try to repeat words or try to use words which are outdated, right? Repetitive words. Those could be avoided online. See, you can check your own writing. All these are for you to self-check. So you can use this tool to enhance your writing and remove cliches from your writing. And fourth one, drafton.com. But here the problem is you have to sign up. Again, just like an email, to use this particular link tool. Okay. I hope that so far have been very clear to you all, guys. Okay. Moving on to the next, the continuation part. Listen and write. See, even now, some of you are doing listening and writing. I'm speaking, some of you are taking notes. So this you can do with online. So there something will be played. You listen and write online using this link, listenandwrite.com. Next is Storybird. Okay, Storybird.com for writing and reading through storytelling. This is meant mainly for beginners in English. So through stories, see, especially for kids who are at the age of 8 months or 1 year, they start narrating. The elders start narrating stories to them so that they can learn something. In the same way, in the Storybird.com, you just read stories and start writing something. Write summary of it, paraphrase it. Summary means that it is to be done in a short form. Supposing there are 10 lines in the paragraph, summary should contain only 5 lines, but without changing the meaning of the entire paragraph. And next is Paraphrase. Paraphrase is if there are 10 lines, you use 10 lines. But the thing is, you have to be very clear with the meaning. Word to word, you have to write your own substitute words, or sentence to sentence. You have to use your own words, but you should not reduce the size of it. So if there are 10 lines, you should have 10 lines. Only thing is, instead of the existing words in the paragraph, we are using your own words. And next is Animato. It is to create high quality videos. You can become a creator. Why cannot you create a YouTube channel and run your own language quiz? Why cannot you create a YouTube channel, share it with your own friends and others? And why don't you ask your guys to come and learn language? Yes, you can do. So Animato helps you to create high quality videos. This you can use for any purpose, but here I use, or I refer it in order to be used for language learning. Okay, and so far I have been very clear. And writing here continue. Google Docs. Yes, we have docs.google.com. You need not search for a paper, especially these days we are running short of papers or notebooks, because we know most of us have kept our notebooks in the college itself. Some of us have got, but still we don't want to waste it. Says go to docs.google.com, open a Word document online, store it online, work online, just like a Google spreadsheet, and share it with your friends. Write something, share it with your friend, give a link to your friend through. But you have to, for Google Docs, anything related to Google product, you have to sign in through Google, right, using Gmail ID. So share it with your friend, share it with your teacher, ask them to correct, then you correct on your own. After some time, you revise it online. That's much possible in Google Docs. Next is Scapel. I've not given you the link here. Just type in Google, you will get Scapel. It is the best platform for brainstorming ideas. It is nothing but just putting your notes and leaving it out, just like using notes in your mobile. You have a notes icon or a function in your mobile. Just like that, here also in Scapel, you can write something, leave it for something or for some time, and then think of it again, and then go back to the same notes, then continue writing, revise it. So this is for brainstorming ideas. Actually, this brainstorming ideas, this is a very common word, but I tell you, see, we have a laptop. So I would like to tell you why it is important to brainstorm, especially for learning language. There is a company called there is a company which produces the designs of all products, starting from your laptop to your toothbrush, to your vehicle, to your shoe. So all these are in different designs. Do you think that the owner of the product has made all those designs? No, he gives it for consultancy. There is the best company in the world which actually designs 20 best designs in the world every year. See, understand? Only 20 designs per year. There is a big team, just like a big IT company, they are working. Let's see, the only work is they have to brainstorm ideas, go for different designs whenever there is a customer who wants different designs of products. You have even chocolates, okay, chocolate cover designs, that's different. Product design, okay. So what they do, I want you to apply this concept to your language learning. So actually, this example was quoted. I learned it when I was undergoing a program on design thinking. This design thinking word does not have anything to do with the design of the products. But when it was being explained, someone from Infosys company gave me this example. This is not my own learning. I learned it from the presenter who presented on that day on design thinking. So what they do is there is a separate room. I want you to adopt this strategy among your friends, right? Even now at home itself. What they do is somebody wants a different design, maybe toothbrush. Let's take a toothbrush. I want a different design. As an owner of the product, I want to improve my design or selling rate. I approach this, maybe name this company as Idea. Okay. So I approach Idea Company. I ask them I want a different design. So there is the project team leader, project head. They all sit together, decide. They have a big team. They invite ideas. They invite ideas. So what those people, the project members, are doing is they are going to different places, look for it. They sit idle, alone, in separate places. They write something on a chart paper and come to the design room and paste all those chart papers onto the wall. And after some days, all ideas would have been pasted on the wall. Then the project leader comes for a check, the discussion of the ideas. Then they choose the best idea. Similarly, you can learn language. Only thing is you use different strategies to learn it. Okay, even in your own classrooms, especially for brainstorming, in your classrooms you can have chart papers being hung onto the wall, and you can write every day. You can divide yourself into a team of 6 members. This is what I have already been doing for my own students. You can as a group, okay, the class as a whole group, you can divide your class students into a group of 6 people, which is ideal for any group member's strength. And there should be one team leader or a group leader. And you can just, for each team, you can paste the chart paper onto the wall. And every day, one member in the team, maybe the first member in all the teams, first day should bring some writing, paste it onto the wall, right, onto the chart which is already hung onto the wall. So likewise, at least 2 days once, you can bring some writing, your own creative writing. Please understand, creative writing, not copied from anywhere. And come and paste. Maybe first day today I'm giving the task. Okay, on this topic you all have to bring your ideas. The next day it should be pasted onto your group member chart. Okay. And what the remaining members can be asked to do is, one group, another group member, another group of 6 people can be asked to stand up and read what is there at the back of the classroom being hung onto the chart paper on the wall. So in this way, you're not only improving, you're making others to improve. Okay. So I think I've given you a very clear-cut idea on brainstorming, which is the most important technique which everyone should use to improve, not only for language learning, but for everything. And the next is Google Classroom. I'll show you. Okay. This is being mostly used these days. And there are other platforms like TED Talks. What do you mean by TED? TED means TED, Technology for Education. See, this you can easily listen on your own and improve your language. And in these videos, especially sometimes even in YouTube's, you have captions. When somebody is speaking, the same text will appear there on the screen. If that happens, even if you do not understand what the speaker is speaking, you can see from the text or the caption that is appearing there on the screen and understand what the speaker is talking about. These are all best platforms to improve. But I tell you, that is not meant for every speaker who can speak well. See, people who give talks through TED, okay, this particular platform, they should be much skilled. They should know when to start. They should know how to complete on time. If it is 10 minutes, very sharply 10 minutes they should complete. Not even 1 second they should go beyond that. So really it will make you, see, I want every one of you to learn language and give your talk. You should be invited to give talk in TED, okay? They invite only VIPs. So, but listening to this platform, you will know how best to talk, right? And next is FluentU. You can learn through authentic videos and audios. Here, videos or audios available. Authentic, when I say, there are many videos, audios available, but some things, certain videos or audios are not good for youngsters to listen online. Should decide what you have to listen, what you should avoid. Next is British Council, the best, again, the best ever platform for learning. I'll show you this. learnenglish.britishcouncil.org. You can do on your own. Last one in this slide is Massive Open Online English course, MOOC. Usually we'll say MOOC without this E, English course, for all areas of study, for all disciplines of study. But here English, it is mainly for English. For LSRW, that is for all listening, speaking, reading, writing task. And the website is mooec.com, but you have to register for using it. Okay. And tongue twisters, just I'll pronounce one or two so that we can avoid monotony in our presentation. So here, some of you might be wondering, I'll just read everything only once. If you really want to improve your pronunciation, all these are readily available on internet. If you really want to improve your reading, understanding, but again, very importantly, pronunciation skills, you have to roll your tongue. So go for tongue twisters. Tongue, of course, only if you roll, you get some sounds. So please do it on your own. Definitely you will be you can speak just like the best native speaker in English. Okay. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Here, I give a gap between clusters of words. So I should tell you, when you are reading, you should know how to read. I cannot say Peter Piper picked like that. Peter Piper is a subject. Picked a, it's again one cluster. Cluster means a group. A peck of pickled peppers. Pickled peppers, pickled says something about peppers. So when you read, not only for these tongue twisters, but also even for reading comprehension exercises, which is asked, see, reading comprehension is found in almost all entrance examinations. It is not missed in any entrance, including government examinations, government job examinations, or even, when you go for Anna University examinations, online entrance examinations, or Bharatiya University, wherever you go. For most of the 95% of the entrance examinations have reading comprehension. You can say even 98%. So Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. So I'm also reading rhythmically. So when I read for myself, it is enough if I read with clusters. But when I read it for others to listen, you can become a reader, somebody can listen and then start writing. So you have to create a group of friends, a circle of friends with whom you can improve your language. How much would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? She sells seashells by the seashore. I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. Can you can a can as a canner can? Even I went slightly wrong in fifth one, so I should correct it. Can you can a can as a canner can? Right? Just for releasing monotonous talk or monotony in understanding, I have added this. Okay, but here you have learned some tips for reading in English. So this is again, you can have a glance at it. Just again to have a break from the big technical session. It is for you, for your betterment. Okay. So I think you have gone through this particular quote. It's not my own, taken from somewhere. And next is websites and other platforms. So here, online paragraph writing, you have paragraphpunch.com. You can start writing online. You need not have a paper. You start writing it. There is a text box that appears. Start writing it over there. Correct it. Then you have free grammar check and spell check. Grammarcheck.net. Just go for previous one, www.paragraphpunch.com, and go for free grammar check. You do not know whether your grammar, like whether you have used a plural or singular properly, or present or past properly, or even spelling mistakes. Most of us make spelling mistakes unconsciously, especially in manual writing. When it is a system-based writing, it is correcting. Since it is American-based English, it corrects all your spellings based on American English online. But when you write manually, right, you will have lots of mistakes. Even when you type manually, you will have lots of mistakes. This you can avoid by using what? By using grammarcheck.net. Okay, or that will actually check spelling mistakes too. And next is basic grammar and stylistic mistakes. Maybe you need not bother much with the word stylistic. So of course it is the trend, the style, the flow of writing. Onlinecorrection.com, right? So this is called onlinecorrection.com. You can correct your own writing. Whatever you have written online, you can correct it using this particular tool or on a website. And other platforms which are commonly available to us, but I don't think that most of us have used it for language learning. Facebook, you can create a video on your own, okay? Shoot a video of your talk on a specific topic, but remember, I always give you an exception. Whenever you have to upload any of your videos or text messages through any social media platform like Facebook, Twitter, blog, or any other medium, please be aware that you should not use words which will hurt individuals or a particular company or a particular political party. Okay, because we are all students, we are scholars. We are not supposed to create any vulgarity in our words, in terms of our words, in terms of sentences, in terms of our talk. Please understand, please be aware. When I say you can use these for improving your language, you should also know what you should avoid. Is through Facebook, even every day you're watching, checking, messaging, chatting through Facebook. But what we are doing is we are going for abbreviated forms of text messages. So please avoid. Start writing full sentences, right? Start writing full sentences. No offense in it, right? No time waste. You are improving your language. And next, Twitter. Even Twitter, we are going with Twitter, mobile phones. Mobile phones, of course, you have lots of things. Everything. Facebook can be used in mobile. Twitter can be used in mobile. Blog can be used. Even you can go in for NPTEL courses online in mobile. Everything can be done in mobile, provided you have internet. So even blog writing, you can write blogs, especially people who are doing management studies. They'll be using blogs much to create an awareness among the public about their products. Okay, you start using it to improve your creativity. Okay, blogs are short messages which you can write and host, just like you sending some text messages through Facebook. Then internet, it actually involves all these. Whatever we have been talking so far, this involves everything of those. And very importantly, NPTEL courses. I think some of you have already heard it. You want to hear it again? It is actually a central government funded project. Online, there are many courses being offered for students of all disciplines. You can choose the best one, even for people who are with literature background. We have some programs online. Lots of videos are there on a specific topic. You listen to it. First you have to register using your college-based Gmail ID or any other personal Gmail ID. Register, especially a college-based Gmail ID will be preferred. And you register for those courses, attend all the courses, submit assignments online. You're learning language. This is the biggest tool used by both students and staff members in the modern world. And when you do such courses, your institute is also getting benefited, because whenever your college goes for NAAC accreditation or NBA is meant only for engineering. Whenever they go for some recognitions from central government or international agencies, they'll ask how many of your students and staff have done NPTEL courses. So at the time, when you do your own course and take up a test and complete it, get a certificate, you can say, yes, I have contributed a little to my college by my participation in this course. So these are the other platforms which we are already knowing, but the only thing is we are not using them for Facebook. So for Facebook, through video messages, you can improve a lot. You create your own text. Even storylines, you can write some on somebody else's timelines during their birthdays. There you create some sentences, catchy sentences, instead of simply saying, hi, happy birthday, all these things which are already worn out. But when I say worn out, outdated, everybody is using the same. You being a student of English language, you try to use it for uh, betterment, not only for you when you speak, but also for other speakers or listeners. They should be motivated to listen to you. Okay, your own creations, create videos, upload, but on general topics, right? Who knows that anybody from this team of around minimum of 200 participants who are listening to me now can emerge as the best YouTube channel creator or channel owner. Who knows? All these are much possible, but only thing is should use them for learning language. So this slide shows you the existing platforms available, but you have to use them for improving language. Right. So thank you so far. So this is only about when I say thank you, I have not completed. I told you already. I'll finish off my theory part first, then I'll show you different tools, how to use them online so that you can use it when you just use those links. So far, I've been giving you all modern online tools, websites, or whatever it is. So these queries you can ask later, not now. So let me tell you, show you one by one. I want every one of you to just go through whatever I'm just showing here. The first one I told you, repeat after us, right? So can you see the screen here? Yes. Now, the screen, repeat after us. Can you see I told you the author's names? I'm showing my mouse. Am I right? Mouse pointer. Uh, Here, all the authors are arranged in alphabetical order. See, authors by last name. Last name means surname. So here you have authors, titles of the works recorded and uploaded here, recorded text, readers. Even readers they have. This is an online platform, right? So I'll just simply click on anyone. So even you have difficulty level. Can you see? I'm just moving my cursor here. Beginning, intermediate, advanced. See, there is an option called download audio player. You can click on any one of these and click on download audio player. Player here, it is only to download your the text here. Okay. So just to show you, I'll click on one thing. Can you see my screen? I clicked on one button. So what was the button I clicked on? H. So I click on the alphabet. Maybe it is the surname of authors beginning with H. Can you see poetry, drama, prose, fiction and non-fiction? Everything is here available. So I'm clicking on H again. Right? Here, can you see H? H means only surname, not the first name. So I'm showing my mouse pointer. Can you see that? M, David, Nathan, Joseph, all these are not there, but Haddon. So second name, that is father name is the surname for Indians. So all the authors, one text. So I click on one, only one. Here you have beginning. You can search for something, memorable quotes, likewise, right? So I'm moving back. You can recorded, one of one, recorded. Only text here. Text means only text would be available. Recorded means already recorded audio clips would be available. You can just click on them. So here, see 5 text, not audio clips. Can you see Oliver Wendell Holmes? Here it is not available. So likewise, please understand which one has audio clip, which one does not have, and accordingly you just click on and make use of it. Here I told you already, audio clips alone are there. You can download those audio clips and start listening and repeat along with that. That is important, right? And next is Vacaro. I told you. I have opened, already I've kept all the important screens open. Next is Vacaro.com. I told you wherein you can record your voice online. You need not go for a tape recorder. See, I'm clicking on. See, it asks me to allow. Okay. See, I'm just allowing. It records my voice now. Can you see? My voice is being recorded online. And what I'm doing is, I'm going to stop. See, I clicked on Vocaro.com. Just I went to the link. It is recording my voice. Whatever I speak, it records. See, now can you see it is going on? The digital clock is going on, showing the minutes of my recording. Now I stop. And after stopping, there is an audio file generated. I can save this. I can share it with my friends. I can ask them to listen. Or you can see, that's what you have to create. Whatever tools I have told you today, only if you sit with your friends, or classmates, or even if you sit alone, but with much attention, 100% of attention, you can make use of time and start sharing your own talks, your own writings, your own reading abilities, and you can improve your English language. These are all different tools available. So very simple. You need not go for a tape recorder. So this is Vocaro.com.
Excuse me, madam.
Again,
Somebody
online.
muted you. You please unmute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can hear her, sir.
Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes, you're audible, ma'am.
Or maybe at their end there is a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So this is a second tool. Practically, I'm showing you. Third one, I told you Grammarly. So Grammarly, but here, can you see? There is a, see, this is a sample that is being run. You can see it online, Grammarly.com. I tell you, this is not a small one. This tool is used by most of the scholars, including MPhil scholars, PhD scholars of all disciplines, not only people of English, right? See, it is giving you a sample, a demo online. Can you see on the right side? So it tells you, see, this is the pasted text, and it shows some mistakes, and you can correct it online. You have to correct, it will highlight the mistakes. See, I hope you are well. I would really appreciate. Yeah, it unnecessarily shows. Please look for demo online. You can sign up or use free trial, paste your text or whatever you have typed in Word document here, and it will, actually this is a demo, online demo, so it shows everything using mouse pointer. But when you do it, you have to paste and you have to do, see, it is repeating because it's a small demo. It will show you all these mistakes. When you right click, it will show you some meaning. See, even in Word document, if there are some underlinings, if you right click, it gives you different words like synonyms, or it tells you repeated words. Similarly, here Grammarly will check for everything, the correctness in your sentences. It will highlight, and you have to right click and see, change it. See, as it is doing here. So there is an option called login. So you have to first sign up if you want to full-fledgedly use, or if you want to use it in a full-fledged manner, you can sign up. You can sign up even through Gmail, using your own Gmail account instead of creating a new login ID. So login is already there. Beyond grammar and spelling, not simply grammar and spelling, it checks most of the sentence constructions, much part of the sentence constructions, okay? This is the full page on this particular Grammarly, okay? Brilliant writing awaits. So brilliant writing, I've shown you, right? And this you can use. So just like this small demo, you can make use of it. And next I said cliche finder. So this is a pasted text that has been already pasted here online. And this cliche finder will find cliches. See, this is again an online demo. Likewise, you can use. See how to use. You have to again go for this particular website, paste your document, or not document in the sense you cannot upload. You have to paste the text, copy, paste the text. See here, online text is already pasted. Find cliches. It's an online demo. See who is spearheading the campaign. Intensive investigation. Investigation itself means intensive. See, what is the difference among the words study, research, investigation, examination? These are words which have similar functions. Investigation itself means very deeply you are going. Then why do you say intensive investigation? It will show, right? See, you say past experience. We call it, past experience. What do you mean by past experience? When do you say that I have 10 years experience? I finished my 10 years or 12 years. Okay. Now I'm in my 13th year, but I say I have got 12 years of experience. Past, it is over. So I should not say past experience. I should say experience, 12 years of experience. Similarly, free gift, repetitive words with repetitive meanings will be shown or highlighted here, and you can remove them, right? Because we people, especially big, even people at the intermediate level, they are prone to make this big mistake of repeating, because we always think in Tamil and go with English. Even people who are thinking in English, they do not know that they are committing a mistake of repeating words, or they are using cliches. So in terms of investigation, you need not say investigation. And similarly, they've said, can you see my mouse pointer? Sworn affidavit. When you say affidavit, you solemnly oblige that you will adhere to some rule, then you are signing that particular document. But again, you're saying swear. Sworn means swear. I promise. Why do you again say promise? You've promised, that's why you are calling it an affidavit or signing it, right? Free gift. What is free gift? A gift is given free of cost. So these are common cliches which we have to avoid, okay? So free gift, yes, it is given free of cost. Don't say free gift, say gift, okay? So such cliches can be avoided here using this. And next is British Council. This is the big realm of English language learning, right? You have lots of online courses or competitive examinations being run by British Council, by Cambridge University. Cambridge University, if you go, you can just not the university as such, as we call Anna University or Bharatiya University. We go deeper into the language part, language services offered by Cambridge University. Definitely, you can achieve advanced level of English. Now this is learningenglish.britishcouncil.org. I already showed you the link, but now I'm showing you real time. Okay, you have online English courses you can attend, right? You have video zones, you have listening practice. I'll click on any one, right? You have all, it is already open here. So find out your English level, getting started. Reading, even reading, they have everything for LSRW. Listening, speaking, reading, you have grammar. As far as I'm concerned, there are 6 skills to learn any language. One is LSRW, that is listening, speaking, reading, writing, 4 skills. The next 2 are grammar and vocabulary. As far as I'm concerned, the grammarians may deny my statement, but personally speaking, I say that there are 6 skills that you should acquire in order to master a language, especially a foreign language like English. So LSRW, we know 4 skills. Remaining 2, grammar and vocabulary. So here grammar separately, you have beginner, intermediate, that is middle level, people who already know a bit of English. And then you have vocabulary again, beginner, intermediate, general English. So can you see lots of things available, podcasts here, online recordings, that is podcast. Shakespeare on, you have IELTS, you have IELTS free online courses, preparation courses available. Those people who want to study abroad, especially UG students, you have to clear IELTS examination, even if you belong to other field apart from English, right? Especially in big universities in foreign countries, if you want to get admission into, you must pass this, okay? So there are some preparatory courses here. Then you have general English, I already showed you. You have business English. People who are doing UG in one stream and going for management studies or going for business, they can use these things to improve. Whether you believe it or not, our own students who passed out 12 years back, they are working for big IT companies in Bangalore. Still, they are trying to learn English. Why I'm saying this is, whatever you are, even we should thank the coordinator of this particular program to give you a big platform for learning language or to know how to learn language, so that when you go to your job, see, ultimate aim of every one of us is to settle in a job. So when you go to job, yes, you have to know English. See, I'll tell you one simple incident for this. Because just to have a slight break from the regular monotonous talk. Monotonous in the sense, not monotonous, like a technical talk. You should not get bored with that. That's fine. So, but this is an important example. One student he called a few years back, he said that, ma'am, I've been working in this company, IT company for long. I don't want to name the company. But even now, I did not know or I did not understand the email messages sent by my clients abroad. What I do is I just take up that email, read it. I understand, assume my own meanings, what the speaker has or the email writer has conveyed. Then what I'm doing is I'm again sending an email to the client saying that whether that was the meaning that they conveyed through their email. Please understand where we are. He had been working for more than 6 years at the time in an IT company. So English is important every way. These are all online platforms available for you. Please make use of it, okay? You do not get into such critical situations, especially when you go for jobs, right? So all these you can use online, right? You have generally, all these things are listed again here. So please click on these links and you can do. This is for kids, English level test, teaching English, learn English teens. This particular option, learn English teens, is mainly for youngsters like you. Okay, so please make use of them. And next is massive open online English course, right? I already showed you this. You have to log in and register. I already logged in yesterday. I'll just click on anyone. I have a username and password. That's why it goes straight. Yesterday itself, I created a username and password, like basic paraphrasing. You have commas, places, run-on sentences. These are our grammar part. These are all grammar part. What do you mean by run-on sentence? For some of you, this would be maybe you can say that is a strange word, a strange phrase. What is run-on? Just like running on in athletics, right? Your sentences should be running on without punctuations, punctuation marks. Commas, places, of course, you're splitting words with comma. You're giving full stops. All these are they how to do, right? So that you can click on and take up, start learning. There is an option called start learning. Please make use of it, right? Because since this is only 1 hour session, I cannot go deeper into everything. I have to just show you how to do, and it is up to you in your hands to use it, okay? And the last one, paragraph punch. You can write your own paragraphs. When you write paragraphs, an essay is created. When you have different paragraphs, you have a big essay, right? So what for a new topic? Can you see my mouse pointer? Start writing now. There is an option called start writing now. Now you can start writing. See, it will whenever you go for a website or web link, paragraphpunch.com, like any web link, it will give you some introductory messages. Then they will give you exercises. So start writing now. Yes, it opens some other tab. But loading writing activity. Can you see that? Paragraph punch, details, topic. My progress, introduction, topic, pre-writing, writing topic, sentence. Please understand, it tells you how to write a paragraph. Online, they give you tips. Then they ask you, select tip on topic. Or maybe if you want to have some tips on topic, how to write on that particular topic, you can. Topic 1, a friend from far away is coming to visit you for the first time. What place in particular do you want your friends to see during the visit? So this is a writing prompt. They've given you some prompt, okay? You can click select to start writing now. So you can just click on here, select the topic, okay? Or any prompt, then start writing. You have to click on the select, start writing online, okay? So that is in paragraph punch. So far, so even here in this paragraph punch, you have writing prompts. What do you mean by writing prompts? I give you some clues or hints. Using that, you develop your writing. That's called writing prompts. And for speaking, there are, this is it regarding the tools, the practical explanation of tools available so far. And regarding improving your pronunciation, please use your tongue twister concept. That's important. Okay. So let me just, before concluding, let me just give you the messages for every one of you to improve, not only writing. We have gone deeper into writing, something on listening and reading and speaking too. Okay. All are tools available for us. Okay. And for the pronunciation improvement, see, even now you can see my mouth. I use my lips in one way, my teeth in another way to create certain sounds. So your speech organs are important for pronunciation. That's what. Please start imitating. In order to improve listening ability, start listening to English news channel, as I already said. To improve your speaking ability, start speaking. Whatever happens, whether even if you don't have listening and reading capability much, you must have speaking and writing capability. Else you cannot survive in any job in this modern era. I'm sure, because I've seen from different secondhand experiences of people, right? Please always understand, you are supposed to speak better and write better. First speak. Start speaking. I've been even your teachers in a classroom, in your regular classrooms, and even here in such online sessions or face-to-face sessions, they give you lots of tips. But I tell you, if you don't start opening your mouth, nothing will happen. So that's what I said already. If you are not going to use whatever I've been talking to you for about 1 hour an hour now, nothing is going to get registered in your mind, and nothing you will take away after 6 months. If someone asks, what did you learn through this session? You will say, you will draw a blank. And you can start using idioms and phrases in your talking or writing. That will show that you are a good scholar in English. Okay. To improve your writing, for beginners, translation, for others, regularly you write something. Maintain a habit of maintaining diary, as you could have seen in your films, right? They start writing whatever important things that have happened online. They start putting onto a diary, and they read it after some years. You similarly for language learning, have a separate diary at home, record your own happenings of that particular day, and write it in English. After some time, you correct it. Nothing wrong in that. But what I'm much worried about is you should revise it regularly in order to improve. Okay. And for final one, reading, I told you already when we were talking about tongue twisters. When you start reading, whether reading aloud or reading for yourself, you have to start reading with clusters of words. As I said, like Peter Piper. I didn't say Peter Piper, Peter Piper. When you read to others, especially read aloud. And I want to tell you, reading aloud is the best ever practice, the biggest practice to improve your speaking and pronunciation ability. So when you read aloud, you are a reader. That is, you're talking, you're speaking, you're also gaining information. So what you can do is, please go to the Hindu newspaper at least 10 minutes a day. I know very well we people are so busy these days. Just download at least one piece of news item using the e-Hindu newspaper. Start reading aloud. It will give you a big way to improve your English language skills. Okay. Any language cannot be learned without the LSRW skills plus grammar and vocabulary. We people are generally supposed to have minimum 1,000 words or use at least 1,000 words to be a better learner in English. Okay. So all these are practical or possible tips that I have been giving you, or whatever I've been giving you so far. Please, I'm just telling you again and again, whatever I've been giving you so far, all taken from real, personal, in-hand experiences. Okay. Maybe tools can be found online, but not the words that I've used. So if you have any queries, you can please unmute yourself, take only 1 or 2 minutes time or a few minutes time. If you have any queries to be solved online, you're most welcome now. And I hope that just simply a quick recap. So far, we have been talking about first, I started my presentation with the intro to language learning. I've given you practical tips. Then I just went on to modern tools for speaking, listening. Then I went on to tools for writing. Then we went on to the practical tips of using those writing tools, okay, or online tools. Then we just went on to just a small close-up talk, okay, closing talk. That's it. So I hope that I've been able to drive home the message in all your minds. And I also hope that all of you will be taking home all the points and will be implementing. That's what I want. If you want to really get benefited, implement all these things. Okay. So maybe a few minutes time now. You can ask any queries if there is anything online by unmuting. Else we'll
Good
hand over
morning,
the
ma'am.
session to Maithili ma'am. Yes, good
Good
morning,
morning,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, first of all, I would like to appreciate this full-fledged lecture that you have given. And
Yeah,
it's
thank
really
you.
very impressive and a lot to learn.
Yeah,
I
no
myself
problem.
am an assistant professor and taking care of the language lab at my college.
Okay,
Yeah, and we have native speakers. The means the students are from a Hindi medium background.
okay, okay,
Yeah. So my only question is, like, we run a 2 years PG program and a 3 years UG program. So
okay,
what do you suggest should be minimum, or what should be a module, or for how many sessions should a student attend classes to at least become better than what they were? Because they come from very average, English speaking background. So what do you
okay.
suggest? How much time should be given so that they can improve on their English?
Yes, ma'am. My question is in this aspect, you want how many academic sessions should be given per semester? Am I right, ma'am?
Right, I got that.
Yeah. So, ma'am, even if you give them 100 sessions, if they are not motivated to listen and practice, it will be of no use. Your, as usual, regular academic sessions plus one lab session, 3 hours per week could be given, ma'am. Your 45 hours theory, as usual, could be given for just like any theory subject. 45 hours could be given for theory, ma'am. But minimum 3 hour lab per week should be allotted. So what should be happening is whatever they were taught in theory class last week, they should be practicing here this week in the laboratory.
Okay.
And they even this the effectiveness of this module, this allocation of sessions, to make the students, especially those poor backgrounds, poor English background students, to improve them, the tip, the technique lies in the hands of the teachers. We
Right.
should be extraordinary in handling them. So that's what, even today I added tongue twister. Of course, I told a few tips for reading using that, but still I wanted to grab the attention of everyone, and I wanted to just give a gap, a minute gap in technical session. So likewise, the teachers face, we all have problems at home, of course.
Yeah.
The effectiveness of the sessions, any session that you plan, even if it is going to be a 20-hour session, there should be some regular activities, classroom activities, as I said, chart works. Regular activities should be given at least twice in a day, twice in a week. They should be given some extra works, and very importantly, those works should be checked whether they have really done or not. It may not be
Okay.
possible for all of us, but we should check, ma'am. And the teacher should handle systematically, make a systematic plan, even with the available academic sessions, ma'am. You need not worry about, oh, I've given only 50 sessions this semester. You need not worry that much. They have
Right.
to be given some home task, and they must be followed. Whether they have completed or not, their work should be followed up by our teachers, ma'am. That's it.
Oh, thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for the discussion session. I would like to present my heartfelt thanks to our keynote speaker today, Dr. S. Kantimati. It is my pleasure to have you here today as the keynote speaker. And you have highlighted all the online tools effectively and also rendered a practical session on how to use those tools. It's a lovely informative session, my dear Dr. S. Kantimati. And I hope Through this session, you have cultivated hope in the minds of student generation in connection with learning English. Thank you so much, Kantimati. I just
Thank you,
want
ma'am.
to, yeah, thank you. I just want to quote a line like, because my teacher believed in me, I never gave up. Now I'm flying towards my dreams. This statement is true in many of our lives, and myself and my junior in college, as Gandhimati here, will suit perfectly into this statement. I hope you would agree with me on this aspect, Gandhimati.
Yeah, really,
Uh,
ma'am. Sure.
yeah, because
You have seen my
uh,
growth over there.
yes, dear participants, would you believe that I'm from a Tamil medium schooling, and I did everything regarding my degree only after my marriage without any academic gap and through regular stream. And also the keynote speaker today here from Ganga Engineering College entered the UG English, initially felt that she wouldn't fit into learning English and demanded to withdraw from the course. But the encouraging words from our department faculty members with a single mantra to follow intensively, she confidently took it forward with English literature, and she had followed that single mantra throughout the course and improved her language to the classy level of deliverance. Are you interested to know what is that mantra, dear participants? Just type S in chat box if you wanted to know. Yes? Okay. So the mantra is nothing but as the keynote speaker delivered through her initial slides, it's nothing but to speak only in English. Her determination was so high, I would tell. Kantimati has put in her efforts to the core, I would say. I have witnessed this inside the campus as a senior, and now she is standing as a living example to the method of how to imbibe English as a language. You wouldn't believe she wouldn't use a single word in Tamil, and as seniors, we would try to pull her legs also. But still, she wouldn't give up her determination to speak in English. And this is the way how she mastered the language only through her consistent practice. Now I repeat the statement because my teacher believed, our teacher believed in us. We never gave up. So, as well as the teachers believe and still you never give up in all the activities that you're taking up, we are sure that you can fly towards your dreams. So
Yeah, can I
regarding
add one
my,
sentence here, ma'am?
yeah, yes, Kanti.
To add to what Dr. Maithili ma'am has said, I would like to say that I need to submit my thanks, gratitude, everything to Dr. Mallika Ramasamy ma'am, who saw some passion in me and who was the motivator for me. And wherever I go in all my occasions, I used to thank her because only because of her I started learning English. So I need to record my sincere thanks to her on this occasion because ma'am has been talking about me, how I was in the college. Without Dr. Mallika Ramasamy ma'am, who was my teacher at that time, I would never have started learning English. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a
Yeah,
lot, Maithili ma'am.
yes.
Yeah.
And also the repeated practice that she has put in. So, with reference to what I talked during my opening session, now English is the top language of the internet. English makes your life more entertaining, my dear students, and English can make you smarter. On the top of all these benefits, learning a new language, whatever language it might be, helps your brain to function in new ways. Literally, believe me. It impacts the parts of your brain that are responsible for memory, conscious thought, and more and more. So, just learn a new language can make your brain stronger and improve your way of thinking also. So just get into the process of learning the language, make yourself smarter, make yourself eligible for all the avenues that are open up to you in your life. A teacher affects eternity. He can never tell where his influence stops, says Henry Brooks Adams. With this quote in mind, I always believe that I can inspire my students, and of course, that's the main purpose of me organizing a program concentrating only to the student community. And I readily opened up my idea to my friend who handled the first day session, Dr. K. Kantimati from SNDB Vaishnav College, Chennai, and also to Dr. S. Gandhimadi from Kongu Engineering College, Perundurai. And they also readily accepted this invitation from me since they had the greater idea of addressing the student community regarding the aspect of overcoming the hurdles that the students face in their daily life in respect to learning English as a language. I must thank both of them for their highly motivating session, and also they catered to the very need of every students through this platform, and greatly indebted to them. And also my sincere thanks to the members from Shivasvi College for giving me this platform to cater the need of the students. So my sincere thanks goes to our principal, management, teaching and non-teaching members of Shivasvi College. And also the technical aspects have been looked up from my well-wisher side. So I would like to record my thanks to him and to my family members for their kind gesture. And also, dear participants, you're the most important aspect of this program. I would like to say confidence comes from hours and days and weeks and years of constant work and dedication. So, dear students, as you have learned technology in all aspects, that is, you like to view a TV program, you like to send a video through your WhatsApp chat, you want to upload a status in Instagram, you want to go for an online streaming in Facebook, everything is highly known to you than we, the elder generation of you, know. So it's easy for you to imbibe things through technology. That is why we want to bring English language learning through technology into your rooms. So we have brought in, we have showed you the way, and it is, as today's keynote speaker said, it is in your hands to put into practice and come out in colorful ways throughout your life. So we wish you a great success in all walks of life by mastering English as a language. So stay tuned with the aspects given in through this session and come up in life. All the best from us, and keep in touch with us. Thank you, my dear participants. Be confident, take up the venture of learning English language with technology in a confident way, and do things in the great heights. Thank you all. With this, we come to the end of today's session, and I hope I could give some informations regarding the certificates that you are to get through this course. Dear participants, I will just float a Google form to you through the WhatsApp group that we are maintaining for this purpose. Kindly fill in that form correctly with your name, your institution, your department without being misspelled, and give your correct email ID and WhatsApp number so that we make the certificate readily available in your mailbox itself. So thank you, students, for your enthusiastic participation, and with a hope that you will make the extensive use of the ideas given in this platform. Through this platform, we sign off from you. Thank you all. Thank you, Kantimadi. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks a lot.